the dyno. We're going to go ahead and go over the tune on this. We did a few extra little cleanup things, a couple of things that some people mentioned in a video in the past, and we kind of thought about it while we were working on it. Thermostat housing, actually it's not a thermostat housing, it's the elbow off the head. We decided to clean that up a little bit, and as well as the throttle body right here, we wanted it to match the intake. So a couple of little cleanup pieces. Again, it was kind of like when you look at it the second time, you can always see a way to improve it. Talking of improving, we're now at forged pistons and rods, all new gaskets and seals and whatnot. We're going to go over the tune on low boost and see where it's at, see what power difference there is between 11.5 to 1 and 10 to 1. Alright, so peace of mind. We don't know about the gas in here. Remember we talked about this before last time we were tuning, and I think we ran it down to 1/4 of a tank. Actually, I don't need to put the key in. Under 1/4 of a tank, and we don't know much about the gas. So George ran up to the Shell. He's got some fresh 93. So that way we don't have any questions about the gas. We know it's good, it's fresh, it is 93, and it's not 3 or 4 or 6 months old. Alright, boost controller is off, it's on the wastegate, so we'll do a back-to-back run, see what it shows. Take a look. I don't want to shut it off and lie to you. But this is the run exactly how we had the last wastegate run. $326. That's exactly what it did before, isn't it? So we're at the exact same boost before. We're at 9.7 pounds, and it's making within 3 horsepower of what it did before. So either that blows that theory out the window of 1 point equals a certain amount of power, or just the fact of everything is fresh now. Because while we had the head apart, we dismantled the head and kind of cleaned the valves and cleaned the pockets and, you know, lapped in the valve. So just make sure it's sealed, so that might be part of it. But I'll take that on low compression. And we're actually not revving as high. Actually, let me click over here. We took it to 82, and our peak is 9.7 pounds of boost. Put it on boost A, which is the same settings as we had the last time, and boost A, I think it did like 368, something like that, I don't remember. Let's go ahead and see what it'll do. What it did. Now if the graph sucks, I'm going to edit it out. I picked up power everywhere. Look at that graph, look how smooth that is. I'm going to put a little bit of fuel in there, but that picked up a lot of power. That kind of tells us a lot. You don't want to make a whole bunch of stuff up and make something that sounds good. Okay, so all we really did was freshen the motor, you know, gaskets, seals, bearings, that kind of thing. But the pistons, you know, we honed the cylinders, gapped them, double checked everything. I don't think the power is from the head. Didn't do anything amazing in the head, but while it was apart, cleaned the valves. There was a little bit of buildup on the exhaust valve. So cleaning the valve and kind of polished, you know, tumble polished them and lapped in the valve the old school way. That way you can see if there's damage to the seat and the valve, and number each valve to the pocket it comes out and lap it so it's absolutely perfect. It's an old school way of doing it, but a lot of guys still do it. Even after they get the valves machined, they'll still do that. So kind of putting that down to some of our power. But what do you think? Okay, so let me give you kind of a heads up of what we're doing. The lowest boost we can run is 9.7 pounds. That is on the wastegate. And boost A, which was at like 12.5, after tuning it did 398. Well, we want to give him 3 different boost settings, so it's not just all about full power drag racing. Depends on the conditions. So we lowered boost A, so it's now making 375. So we're going to do like 325, 375, and like 400, 410. So on the B setting, we're going to tune it where it's right about 400, maybe 410. We're not going to go for big power. Even though I think we could do it now with a lower compression, I could ramp up the timing quite a bit more, but again, this car doesn't need that much power. So again, it's not a drag race car, and it's not a car that's going to go on the highway and just roll race and just, it's not a horsepower race. We're trying to get good drivability and good balance and good power everywhere. So 325, 375, 410, that way you got 3 good variations of power, and it'd be easy to set up for his driving style. I think the car at 350 is going to be plenty enough for him. I think he's going to enjoy it. It's always nice to have a little bit more, push you in the seat, spin the tire, you know, have a little bit of fun. So we're going to retune B, again, 410-ish, I don't know. Take a look. We'll fix that and that. 415. I think that's good. I'm going to fix these 2 humps just to be sure. It's 12-ish right here. I'm going to get it back to where our red line was. I think we'll be good. Okay, so these are the results. We have 3 different boost settings in here. So we have 333 on the lowest boost, 374 on mid boost, and 426 on high. And again, we're being super conservative because we want the customer to be able to run this car and run it pretty heavy and run it how he wants. What sucks is we were getting interference on the last few runs, so we couldn't get the torque line to pick up. So if I show you the earlier run here and we put on torque, you'll see how nice and flat the torque curve is. I mean, look at that. Change the RPM here. Again, when it goes wonky, it gives you ridiculous numbers. So here we are, is the TAC at 4,500 RPMs, full boost, 250 foot-pounds, and it holds all the way up. Great graph, fantastic boost curve, fantastic torque curve. It comes up hard, stays all the way to a red line. Same with the boost. Boost comes on pretty fast. And again, we put the 3 settings in there so you can adjust it and put it exactly where you want and how you want to drive it. Again, we tuned it on some fresh 93. This is what happens when you put the torque on and you're picking up all kinds of interference. It gives you stupid numbers. It gives you 5,000 foot-pounds of torque and all kinds of crazy. There you go, 1,080 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, we need that. That's definitely a good setting in the software. That's a good option. So we're happy. 426. So a lot of people are going to want to get what is the reason, why did it blow up, what happened. I honestly think it was just one of those things. It was at a point where we were just pushing the envelope, and this is a used Japanese motor. Again, we don't know the backstory of it. I got it from one of our importers. The engine looked clean, it had good compression, but you don't know how the previous owner was driving the car, and somebody could have been running 91 octane in this and hammering it every day, and causing a little bit of detonation every single day would weaken the pistons. And then me putting 18 pounds of boost on top of it, yes, I ran too much boost, it's going to find a weak link. And again, I just pushed too much boost, plain and simple. That is usually out of character for me. I'm always Mr. Conservative. It did 428 before, which is what it's making right now, and it did it about the same boost. It made it about a pound more. I think it's at about 14 pounds, about 13.8 is making. And I should have been happy with 13.8, you know, 428 pounds, 428 horsepower. But sometimes you just got to get, you know, a little crazy. You got the video camera going. We are doing a series, so we're doing it for advertisement. And, you know, I put the boost controller up a little bit high, and the motor let go, and it was making 460. It was actually still climbing, so it's probably 480. It's too much, 11.5 to 1. And someone's going to ask, well, now you have forged pistons and rods, crank it up, turn it all the way to the top and see what it'll do. And we don't need to do that. I'm sure it would if I just keep playing with the boost controller. It probably would make 500, but we just put fresh 93 octane in it. We're tuning conservative because we don't know what gas is going to be put in the car. In the islands they have 95 and 96, but we don't know the quality of it, and we don't know how long the gas has been sitting at any one time. So it's always best to tune on the safe side, which you thought I was Mr. Conservative before. Now I'm really conservative. Now here I am with a forged motor making 425, and I'm happy. So I think the customer's going to love it. 330, 370, 425. There's 3 good power options. This car is going to be a rocket. So you know what we get to do now is I call the detail guy and I go, hey, can you make this thing go real shiny? So we're going to get this aligned. We'll drive it a little bit more. We'll make sure everything is happy. We have to put the harnesses in and set the harnesses. The customer is about my size, so I'm going to set the harness with me in it and get it where it's somewhat close. He can tweak it from there. Then we'll do the paint correction. This is new paint, but now it's settled. We'll have the paint completely polished and then ceramic coated, and this thing will look like $1 million. Also, I got to go pick up the center caps. They are ready. So thanks for watching. I didn't want to tease it and make another series out of it. I appreciate you guys being patient and waiting for the finished product. Next episode should be the car getting clean, all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like, hit the thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Thanks for watching.